My people, I will not be surprised if I eventually hear that Yaya Bello has been allowed to walk scot-free, like he has been acquitted. Because, to me, this one is looking like mago. Something is going on here if we look deeply. Breaking news, judge stops EFCC from proceeding against ex-governor's arraignment, gives reason. Of course, I know that, sometimes this EFCC, they do not do proper diligence to their investigation. Like they do not investigate, cases very well before they already take them to court. That way, the accuser will end up we end up, walking scot-free or going scot-free, which is, I think, is one of the reasons that these judges is now allowing Yaya Bello to walk, because according to him, the case, there are no tangible evidence and the case are not being presented properly. Also, that being said, I believe that if there are no ulterior motive, I do not think that this is enough reason for Yaya Bello to be let go. This is someone that EFCC have declared wanting for for several months now, and did not show until, he just suddenly appeared at the EFCC headquarters some days ago and was just hurriedly charged to court. Maybe the EFCC, they did not make preparation, they did not put together their case very well or something, who knows. But we are going to delve right into the details of today's news to take a look at, some of the details and reasons that were given by the judges for not proceeding with the case against ex-governor Yaya Bello. Before we delve right into the details, if this is your first time or you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button down below. Like this video, also leave your opinions in the comment section as well. The Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has declined to allow Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) to arraign the immediate past governor of Kogi State, Alhaji Yaya Bello, in the absence of his lawyers. Bello was scheduled to enter his plea before trial, Justice Emeka Onwite, on a 19-count charge bordering on his alleged complicity in a 80.2 billion naira fraud. However, when the matter was called up, none of the lawyers representing the former governor were present in court. This seemed to me like this has been previously discussed and arranged, and this is the strategy they are coming up with. Okay, none of the lawyers should show up. If you people don't show up, the judge will now say that let's not proceed with the prosecution. Because does this even make sense? You have a very important case that you need to attend to in court. These are lawyers of a governor, not lawyers of a common man. If it were to be lawyers of a common man, we might say, okay, maybe they did not get paid and they decided to, back out. Lawyer to ex-governor of Kogi State, for that matter, they chose that particular day of his arraignment, not to show up in court. How does this sound like to you? Let me know in the comment section, guys, if you agree with me. But this is how, it's sounding to my ears. This is how I can understand it, because I do not have any logical explanation for why lawyers, not one lawyer, not two, decided not to show up for a very important arraignment. Not only is it very important, Nigerians are even watching. Nigerians are at the edge of their seats watching, because this is a very anticipated, case. They have been pursuing this man for months before he decided to show up at the EFCC headquarters some few days ago. And now that he's shown up, his lawyers decided not to show up. Does this sound logical at all to you? Let me know in the comment section, like I said. Moving on. Despite the developments, EFCC's counsel, Mr. Kemi Beiro-San, urged the court to allow the defendant, who had already mounted the dock, to take his plea. Beiro argued that the law only requires the physical presence of the defendant, not his counsel, for the arraignment to take place. Okay now. However, Justice Onwite was not convinced by the prosecution's argument. In his court ruling, he stated that he was not willing to compel the defendant to enter his plea to the charge when his lawyers are not in court. The judge noted that the defendant's lawyers were not notified that the case would come up on Friday and that it would be a breach of fair hearing to proceed with the arraignment in their absence. How were they not notified of a court hearing and the defendant, who is Yahya Bello, was notified? I don't understand. I don't get it. Yahya Bello, who is the defendant, was notified of a case. He was in court, but the lawyers were not notified, and they are not in court. Okay. It would have been different if the defendant had no lawyer representing him. It is therefore my view that the interest of justice will be met by putting the defense counsel on notice about this abridgment of time, Justice Nwete said. Consequently, the judge ordered the service of hearing notice on Bello's lawyers and deferred further proceedings in the matter till December 13. The court also ordered that the defendant should remain in the custody of the EFCC till the next adjourned date. You all, what are your thoughts? Let's have them in the comments section below. What do you all think of this? Subscribe to this channel, guys, if you haven't already done that. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.